And we're back with our FIU run here. Undefeated, number 2, probably behind the team that we beat in Oklahoma. Yep, Georgia's number 3. But of course, we got a little non-conference game against North Texas here. Not the most exciting one, but alright. Recording-wise, good shape there. Hopefully we can win that. That is it. And that one doesn't hold up great. Let's see if we survive. That one. What is that one too? Looking good there. That one's a battle. Let's add the time. That one. Oh, we got tossed here. Yeah, that was a long shot. But, this one's a battle. Just as invisible. Let's do it. Let's go to that. Now we're full. Coach Prestige and play file. Back if we get that. Alabama. Ouch. Pretty good on that. Let's see those if they're okay. That's right. We're not going to say, okay. Doing some things here. Taking some flyers. Kick that in. Meant to scout first. No, let's just do that. Goodness. Not very highly rated. So let's see if we can work out some problems. Have a nice clean game.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Texas offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be right on the bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Oh, wow.
The officials offer the deal.
We get a lot of dumb ones too.
They will take the
That
penalty.
guy.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Harvey. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Faces the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Back to throw. It's Rasmussen. He lost one down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So FIU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. He's got him. Brings into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Barrels ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they strike first. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Fine play action. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Rasmussen. It's King. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's right. It's Tyreek. Really putting together a
All
threat
day
now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's it's King. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
First half, good. Let's see what I want to call you.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Evans. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. FIU set up with another first down.
Pound 55, weak.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He is down
Let's get
one.
in.
A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Do the motion.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. On to attempt to try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback.
Come on, set.
Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. North Texas in the hurry up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wide open downfield. Great pickup. They'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Got it in the middle, it's King. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It'll be a draw. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's King. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Base 27 jump. Base.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation?
And the defense got him at the 27.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like to play him in. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. Anything develops, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
That should be good, man.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Caught. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Rasmussen. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Here we go.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right,
The
we're back.
one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
North Texas will kick it off to start things
We'll
here
kick
in
it
the
first
second
half.
half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running
Get
room,
called
but
up
not
on the
much
clock.
to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Okay, ready?
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Dino. Lion.
Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. The sure hands, it's Evans. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field.
Flag.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Cooler.
Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40.
Stunt.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
Ready, set.
These guys are
Get set.
The give out of the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
I I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on their own side of the field, 3rd and short defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
Lasso! Lasso!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends in the game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. Either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
I just want to see where the guys over there covering. It seems like none of this is the biggest.
Now on 1st down from the 28.
Ready!
They're going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to throw. It's Rasmussen. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle of Smith. And he's going to be taken down. There's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got an open man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
27, jump!
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Heaves it on the run. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. North Texas will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll feel the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
When a running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Offense changing the play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
3 SEC teams at the top. The bias, man. Bias is real.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Under fire.
The lead.
The quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. North Texas will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 40. The shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best running runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
55 weak.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Ready.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Arrow. Ready.
Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the ready.
Here on 3rd down.
Count show. Here we go. Go. Go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, I know the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19, that's a pretty good lead. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Heaves it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The play action fake.
Oh, they get
And they get him at the 32.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Come on, set.
On 4th down, looking for a completion. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback may change this route.
Here we go.
The toss to the outside. Finding an escape route. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, FIU. And the pummeling has started. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Man, mean, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, Dave, you keep yourself out of those situations.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he cruises his
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense.
Easy.
They'll run it, trying to drain time on the clock. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as
Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. It's time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Set.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready, go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping head. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. Opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play in that. 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.